All right, hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another Princess Connect redive video. Now today I'm doing a guide for the brand new 17-3 hard mode. Of course, that is going to be the brand new Ilya stage. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. All right, so we're here for the 17-3 hard mode stage. And this boss is going to be obviously very geared towards magical attack. As you can see, this boss right here, this guy is the boss fight that you do in 17-14, and honestly, I think 17-14 is a very difficult fight, so I actually will make a video going over the 17-14 normal mode stage. In case some people are struggling on that, I'll make a video, probably post that sometime around tomorrow, but I figured I would do the hard mode stage first, because that's probably the most important one where people want to actually see stuff. So this boss fight, he's going to be a magical attacker. He's going to do magic damage to all enemies and lower their physical defense. He's going to do small magic damage to all enemies, and he's going to inflict freeze on a small range. So this guy is obviously geared towards magic attack, and it's going to be Ilya's Shadow, which is obviously a completely deadly killer of magic. So obviously for this, you want to be bringing your magical defenders. Now this is the team that I actually went with. Me and my clanmates actually went through and discussed, and we looked at a few guides, and we came up with this team to beat the 17-3 hard mode stage. This team, honestly, I felt like is probably the best bet for you to actually go ahead and beat this event. So we have June here. June, of course, is being an absolutely godly tank, being able to stop the physical and magic defense with her Inferno Shield to absorb the damage, recovering the HP of the nearby ally with the lowest HP by a small amount, basically going to be healing herself back up to full. She's going to be defensive shredding, but we don't really care about that because she's not really, we don't have any physical characters. We're doing a magic DPS team. And then we have the Justice Barrier, which is going to boost her own magic defense at the start of battle. So she's going to be having a very significant amount of magic defense. June is going to be our main tank, being this ability right here, the Union Burst, the 7 Veils, which gives a magic negation barrier to all of your allies, basically to stop the Union Burst from Ilya, as well as to stop the damage from the boss. So the boss is actually going to be damaging your whole team, and Ilya is going to be Union Bursting your front 2 characters. So the reason why we're running a backline-oriented team like this is because of the fact that Ilya cannot reach these backline characters. She can't hit Masato, she can't hit Carol, and she cannot hit Summer Carol. So what that means for us is that we do not have to worry about the damage being taken onto our backline characters, and only Yukari's shield is really only meant for taking and nullifying the damage from the boss as we try to cut through the other enemies to kill Ilya, and then finally make it to the boss, kill the boss, and then kill the last surrounding enemies. We also have Masato here. Masato is just an absolute great healer. I think she's the best healer in the entire game. She's a must-run on this team as well. AoE healing and a small boost to magic defense. Magic defense being super important, so Masato is a must-run for this one as well. We also have the Divine Force magic attack boost to all nearby allies, which is going to be boosting up your Carol as well as your Summer Carol. I do have Carol Ryan here. I feel like Carol is a very good choice because of her lowering the magic defense of the enemy directly in front by a small amount. Reducing the armor is a very good ability. I wanted to try this team out with Kyoka instead of Carol, but I feel like Carol here is honestly a very good option just because of the extra magical shred. And then, of course, Summer Carol. We all know how good Summer Carol is. Just insanely broken, crazy damage, lowering defense. So crazy. I love Summer Carol. So this team is what we're going to be going with. We have 2 healers, being the single target healer. We have the shielder, the healer, the main healer. Then we have the defensive blower with Carol, and then we have the main DPS with Summer Carol. So let's go ahead and try it with this team. This team I've had completed full auto because right now I'm currently level 111, and making it to the boss fight is, well, I wouldn't say it's easy, but the first 2 waves are not that difficult. As you can see, we're going to actually just run through these waves like super easily. But when we get to that final wave, it's going to go down to the wire because these guys have a ton of health. The Ilya has a ton of health as well. I think the Ilya has as much health as like the boss does, which is a little bit ridiculous. But Masato, with her magic defense, buffed the whole team on her Union Burst, and then we have her buffing up the magic attack of the teammates as well. Is going to be super important for us to actually get the dub here. So let's go ahead and see what happens. Now Carol, she doesn't do the crazy amounts of damage. She's really only here as a defensive shredder / buffer to Summer Carol. So we have the double Carols running together. Masato, of course, doing the AoE healing, giving us the magical shield as well. So hopefully, I'm actually going to turn off auto here so we could save that Yukari shield going into the final fight there. So now we're going to have every Union Burst pretty much active and ready to go for this final fight. So I'm actually going to wait for them to pop some of their abilities. So they're their first skill, and then second skills, and then let's start popping. We'll back into auto mode and then we're going to go ahead and let them do their damage. So we should be able to cut through this little boss guy thingy here really quickly. We're basically at full health now, thanks to Masato, and we also have healing thanks to Masato as well. Ilya's not going to be able to do nothing to us. I mean, she's going to hit our June maybe a little bit hard. Yeah, like, look at that. We completely tanked all of that. Yukari's going to get her shield back up, so we'll be able to eat a big attack once again very, very well. And we're going to start attacking the Ice Horn boss with about 50 seconds left on the clock. I think that's pretty good. So we have about 50 seconds to try to go ahead and get through this guy. So Masato, once again, this is why I'm bringing Masato, because look at that. Our team is completely back up to full health. Now, we did take a lot of damage there. That is because we did not have our magical shield up. But thanks to the single target healing of Yukari as well as Masato, we're able to heal ourselves back up to full. This Ice Horn boss is taking a ton of damage. Normal Carol is going to be doing the greatest universe damage. Once again, she's just here for the defensive lowering. Yukari's going to shield us up once again, so we're not going to be taking any damage from any of those magic attacks. So look at that. We just took that. And then Masato's going to be able to heal us once again, get us all the way back up to full health. Thank you very much, Masato. And then this Ice Horn boss is going to go down. And then finally, we'll focus on the little mini boss in the back. This guy has barely any health, so he's going to go ahead and drop like a dead fly. And there we go. So we beat that with 11 seconds left on the clock, which is obviously scarily close. It is really close in terms of actually being close to like timing out. It's really close, so you have to be very careful. You maybe want to farm for crits if you want to, but I don't recommend doing that. As you can see, Carol herself, the normal Carol, did over 300,000 damage. So I think Carol here is honestly a very good choice, especially because of the AoE universe that she does, which will start targeting the backline. It'll be hitting all three of them, the Ilya, the boss, and the little guy in the back, so that the little guy in the back, when you finally beat the boss, will have a little bit less HP, which I find to be kind of useful. So the AoE can be kind of useful here. Usually it isn't whenever you're going against a single target boss because the damage is really low, but in this case it can be very nice. So as you can see, this team did it absolutely easily, no problem, 3-star. Now I know a lot of people don't actually have the proper setup. You know, they don't have June. Some people are missing Summer Carol, unfortunately. So this team I found to be the best way to beat it. I've tried multiple teams. I'm pretty sure there's maybe a physical team out there that actually can get it done with some crits and some luck. But I have found, me personally, to actually find the magical team that I have used here to be the easiest team to go ahead and beat the stage. So I'm actually going to take a look at the past parties and see what other people have been using in order to beat this stage. So a lot of people, yeah, Akari, you have Masato, you have normal Carol, and then Summer Carol. This guy actually used June, Yukari, Suzuna, Shiori, and Yui. So this is honestly a pretty solid build here. They actually got a 3-star with this team. That's honestly pretty impressive. I don't know how they did that, but I mean, they got it done. This team used Akari, Yui. This team used Yui. So I see Yui being also a very popular healer. Kyoka, obviously, this is a 4-star Kyoka. So Kyoka definitely can get the job done here if you need to use her. There's obviously other variations of the team to use, but that's the team that I found to be the easiest way to beat it. So that's pretty much going to wrap it up for the 17-3 hard mode guide. Hopefully this team helps some of you guys out that maybe were struggling with the stage. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace out, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.